The TRAPS Gateway Interpretive Center here at the Mohonk Preserve near New Paltz, New York, draws its inspiration from nature and its climate control from Mother Earth. For the Earth's inner energy is used to heat and cool this beautiful building, the entrance to the Schwangam mountain ridge, and a great example of a geoexchange heating system at work. During its 35 years of success, Mohonk Preserve has become New York's largest member and visitor-supported nature preserve. Executive Director Glenn Hoagland.
So here at the Preserve, we're really sort of a link between public access, preservation, and sound stewardship of the land. But we're non-governmental, and we're really sort of we believe, a successful model of large-scale landscape protection.
Completed in 1998, the $2.8 million center is the welcoming point for the estimated 150,000 people who visit the Preserve's 6,400 acres every year. Architects drew its inspiration from nature, settling it unobtrusively into the foothills of the Schwangam Ridge, using native stone to both landscape and decorate, and selectively culling native trees to be recycled back into the building.
Well, the building is really designed to reflect our mission of living lightly on the land and of sound stewardship of the land, and really helping people to gain a deeper and more knowledgeable appreciation of their place in nature. So the building is really sited to take advantage of the natural foothills terrain, and it's stepped into the hillside, and it's not visible from either the cliffs above or the valley below. And in that sense, it really is hopefully an interpretive experience in itself for visitors and a gateway to our primary exhibit, which is the outdoors.
It was only natural then that the Preserve would look to find the most natural way to heat and cool this 9,200 square foot center. And so they turned to a geoexchange system. How does that system work? Because the Earth absorbs and stores much of the energy it receives from the sun, underground temperatures remain constant at between 42 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit year-round, depending upon where you live in the United States. Geoexchange units use this energy for heating and cooling almost any kind of building, heating hot water, providing refrigeration, and many other applications. Geoexchange systems are comprised of three components. One, a geothermal heat pump, usually located inside the building to protect it from the environment and/or vandalism. Two, an underground heat exchanger to send energy into the earth when cooling and extract energy from the earth when heating. And three, a distribution system such as air ducts. The result, year-round temperature control. Long before this rear parking lot was ready for vehicles, it was recognized as a key component in the future Mohonk Preserve Center's energy system. For here, unbeknownst to visitors, lie 12 vertical wells, each 265 feet long, and each containing a closed loop of plastic piping, which comprises the heat exchange portion of the system. During the building's construction, trenches were dug in the rear employee visitor parking lot. More than 7,000 feet of the closed loop piping were laid. The system was readied, including installation of intake pipes within the building's lower floor. And finally, 7 geothermal heat pump units were installed within this mechanical room. Now, the Earth's energy heats the center in winter and cools it in summer. A complete year-round energy system fully in sync with the Preserve's mission of minimizing human impact on the environment.
It doesn't burn any fossil fuels, and it really is a system that uses the natural heating and cooling capability of the Earth. So for us as a nature preserve, it spoke very much to the permanence of our mission, to what this building should be about. And because it was essentially a conventional technology, it wasn't sort of way out there in terms of being prototypical or untested. And it seemed to us to be a very practical way to go.
The TRAPS Gateway Center's geoexchange project brought together an impressive private and public partnership, which included the Geothermal Heat Pump Consortium, the architect, the New York State Energy Research and Development Authority, the local utility, Central Hudson Gas and Electric Corporation, and of course, the Mohonk Preserve.
And our board felt that as much as we want to be, and set an example environmentally, we also want to be practical, and we want to choose a system that is feasible and cost-effective. And so it wasn't that much of a hard sell with our board. And although the cost of the system up front is greater than some of the conventional technologies, it again wasn't a hard sell because we were looking long-term, and we are going to be around for a long time, and we wanted to choose a system that really reflects that ethic and that really pays for itself over the long run.
And visitors to the center's mechanical room exhibit have found the unexpected.
They are surprised to realize that such a system can use 80% of the Earth's energy to heat or cool the building with very little supplement other than the electric that we use. And secondly, they're surprised to learn that this isn't really a wildly exotic concept, that this really is fairly conventional. It's a large-scale ground source heat pump. And this same technology is used in residential buildings at a smaller scale.
After seeing and feeling the system in action, Hoagland also now recommends geoexchange to similar centers, especially those who view environmental sensitivity as part of their mission.
It seems to be a technology that is efficient because it has very few moving parts, and it is comparable here in the Northeast apparently to the cost of heating by other means, conventional means. And it really, if you're an organization that has an interpretive mission that's environmentally sound, which many organizations, not just nature preserves these days, do, it really makes a lot of sense, and it really is, it could be a conscience issue for an organization as well as a practical cost-benefit issue.
And the clean, quiet, reliable system has impressed both visitors and staff alike.
Oh, I'm very impressed with it. And that is, it's so different from the air conditioning that we've been used to, because my experience now is air conditioning. I only came here once in the winter. It's just like it's a natural kind of temperature, and you're unaware that it's done with technology. You know, it just feels natural.
Natural. That's geoexchange heating and cooling. Clean, efficient, economical, comfortable, and environmentally sensitive. The energy of the Earth at work for you.